Good morning, children. Today we will start with the lesson 9, Forest and Wildlife. You all have to pay attention, listen to word by word. Along with that, you also have to open your book in front of you and keep your finger on each word and try to read it particularly. Try to understand when I speak and also read. After completion of the lesson, you have to read the lesson. And in this, the answers are also marked. Afterwards, I'll give you the page numbers and the answers is already there in your textbook marked. So you have to write it in your notebook. So see the pages very accurately and perfectly you have to write down in your notebook in good handwriting. Okay, now we'll start with the lesson Forest and Wildlife Resources. First of all, already we have done the natural resources in the previous chapter. So without resources, man cannot progress. That means man is completely dependent on the resources for his progress and development and existence. Even it is since earlier time, this nature has helped the man to exist, progress and developed only because of resources. Here we are going to talk about, as the name itself give you the answer, that is forest and wildlife. Wherein the forests are considered to be very important resources. The general meaning of forest is what? Accumulation of trees, scrubs or heaps of grass. There are natural vegetation, only that vegetation is included which can be raised naturally without the help of man. You might have studied in standard 8th, 9th. What are natural vegetation? Which grows or raised naturally without the help of the man is a natural vegetation, and this natural vegetation itself is known as forest. It is also called as virgin vegetation. Now such vegetation in India is available only in Himalayas, Sundarban and the remote areas of Thar desert. The next point is classification of forest. Forest classification is made according to the different criteria. You have studied the classification of forest on the basis of climate in standard 9th. Here we know about 3 types of forest on the basis of administration, ownership and management. The types of forest according to administration. What is that? 3 types of forest based on administration, ownership and management. Here we will see the types of forest according to administration. There are 3. Reserved forest, protected forest, unclassified forest. What is reserved forest? These forests are under the control of government directly. Here there is a restriction on lumbering, collection of wood or for pasturing. That means it is in the control of government directly and there are restrictions to do any kind of activity in that area. That is what is reserved. Protected forest, that means here the forest is looked after by the administration. Local people are permitted to collect the wood and to graze their animals without causing any harms to the trees. Third one is unclassified forest. Such forests are still not classified. There is no restrictions on tree felling or animal grazing. So these are the 3 based on the administration. Now, classification of forest according to ownership, administration and management. The forest of this are again of 3 types which is based on ownership, administration and management. State forest, communal forest and private forest. State forest means central or state government has to control. Of course, by the name you can understand it and you can try to write also directly. That is central or state government is controlling the forest. Most of the forests of country fall under this category. Generally, all the forests of our country, they fall in this category. Communal forest is what? That is Gram Panchayat, municipality, corporation. That is local self-government institutions. They have the control over the forest. Private forest is what? It is owned by the individuals. They are mostly found in Odisha, Meghalaya, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh. Some of these forests of these types are haphazard condition, or some of them are totally barren. That means they are not properly taken care. They are haphazard means आड़े टेढ़े हैं, और या तो वो पूरे खाली है. Okay, now we will see deforestation. Deforestation means destruction of forest. This is not a problem of our country alone, but it is a global problem. ये हमारे देश की प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, सारी दुनिया की प्रॉब्लम है. It can be said that the result of the progress of man. जैसे जैसे हम प्रोग्रेस कर रहे हैं वैसे वैसे फॉरेस्ट का नुकसान कर रहा है, और वो हम आगे पढ़ेंगे. वाई, व्हाट आर द इम्पैक्ट्स, व्हाट आर द इफेक्ट्स, व्हाट आर द रीजंस ऑफ फॉरेस्ट डिस्ट्रक्शन. Trees are destroyed naturally. However, it is negligible compared to the loss inflicted by human interference. See, कुछ चीज़ें ऐसी होती है, बाढ़ आ गई या खूब बारिश हुई उसकी वजह से, या बारिश नहीं हुई उसकी वजह से, नेचुरली द ट्रीज आर गेटिंग डिस्ट्रॉयड. उससे कई गुना ज़्यादा हम नुकसान पहुंचाते हैं पेड़ों को. Now, impact of deforestation. The impact of deforestation is widespread. The quantity of carbon dioxide increase in the atmosphere. Greenhouse effect become more intense. With the removed forest cover, the soil is eroded and the problem of farm fertility increases. In the forest of peninsular India, the forest area has decreased by largely due to deforestation. Many living organisms have lost their abodes. As a result, the wild animals approach urban settlements in search of food and water. More instances are recorded of carnivorous animals killing the domestic animals of those shepherds who live near the forest. So these are the impacts. Now we'll see the next very important point. This is 1.2 answer. Remedies for forest conservation. That means what the remedies are there to conserve the forest. There are some points here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All these 10 points, and this is your answer. And it depends how you have to attempt the answer. If it is of 2 marks, write 3 points. If it is of 4 marks, then write 5 points. If it is of 5 marks, then write all the 10 points. Now, the first one is, research should be carried out to find the option of wood. यानी लकड़ी के लिए दूसरा ऑप्शन ढूंढना होगा. बेसिकली हमें लकड़ी कहाँ से मिलती है? जंगलों से. तो उसके लिए दूसरा ऑप्शन ढूंढना होगा. This will reduce the usage of wood and will save the forest. Wherever the trees are to be cut inevitably for the development work or for necessity, new trees of the same species should be grown. Suppose कोई एरिया है जहाँ पे डेवलपमेंटल वर्क होना है और वो बहुत ज़रूरी है, तो जो पेड़ हम काटेंगे उसी पेड़ों को दूसरी जगह लगाना है. There should be a total ban for cutting trees which are now not grown fully. Those industries which receive their raw material from the forest should be compelled for afforestation for future needs. Under the name of ecotourism, the forest cover should not be damaged and should be strictly controlled. Widespread public awareness programs should be organized among the local people. People should be aware that these forests are very important. So this awareness should be organized among the local people. The importance of forest and then conservation strategies should be included in the syllabus of the schools and colleges. Now, how you are learning at the level of 10th standard, 10th grade. So when you will be studying in colleges, your special subjects, there also you should know that how the conservation of forest is important. They should explain the necessity of forest conservation. Social forestry and agroforestry should be developed intensely by taking planned steps for the necessity of fodder and firewood. Because why forest wood is required, and also for the firewood as also for the fodder, isn't it? So this has to be developed and should be planned step by step, because these are the necessity required, that is firewood and fodder. So उसका proper ये करना चाहिए, plan करना चाहिए. In place of firewood, alternate options like solar energy, natural gas, etc. should be implemented. Forest resources should be used sparingly. In order to make the process of tree growth faster and healthier, infested trees should be removed. Forest fire should heavy damage to the forest. A separate system or a force at national level should be created for dousing the forest. सी फॉरेस्ट रिसोर्सेज को बहुत ध्यान से यूज़ करना है. इन ऑर्डर टू मेक द प्रोसेस ऑफ ट्री ग्रोथ फास्टर एंड हेल्दियर, इन्फेस्टेड ट्रीज शुड बी रिमूव्ड. बड़े बड़े ट्रीज जो ग्रो हो रहे हैं उसके आसपास के जो छोटे मोटे हैं उनको हटाना है और इनको हेल्दियर बनाना है. फॉरेस्ट फायर शुड, बिकॉज इट कॉजेज अ हैवी डैमेज टू द फॉरेस्ट, तो इसका ध्यान रखना है. Due to the increased means of transportation and easy travel, thousands of pilgrims reach the religious places in forested area to attend the Bhandara fair or Parikrama, that is circular travel. At that time, if the litter should be cleared properly, otherwise the forest get polluted. People move. See, mostly the places of pilgrims are in the mountainous areas, or you have to cross the forest and reach to that particular place. So okay, you can, because here the country we are, as we have already studied, living in a place where no one is going to stop you for your religious faith. So but you have to be very careful. The things which it should not be littering. कचरा यहाँ वहाँ डालने की बजाय उसको साफ़ सुथरा रखना है और उसकी जो क्लेनलीनेस है उसे बरकरार रखना है. एंड एरिया शुड बी डीमार्केटेड एंड रिजर्व फॉर एनिमल पैस्चर. एनिमल पैस्चर मतलब जहाँ जानवर घास खाने जाते हैं, उस एरिया को भी डीमार्केटेड करना है. इट शुड बी रिजर्व, मीन्स दैट पर्टिकुलर एरिया इज ओनली यूज फॉर द एनिमल्स टू बी गो फॉर देयर फॉडर, फॉर देयर फूड. नाउ विल सी द नेक्स्ट, that is wildlife diversity. There is a large diversity in climate and physiography in India. Due to this geographical diversity, a large variation is seen in the insects, birds, animals and vegetation. About 15 lakh species of animal birds are found in the world. Out of these, 81,251 species are found in India. India stands 12th in the world in terms of biodiversity. And the varieties of animals and species are found in India. Animals from Asia, Europe and Africa are seen in India. African zarak, European wolf, wild goats, Kashmiri deer, elephants, gibbons from Southeast Asia, etc. are found here. The biodiversity of India includes black bear, one-horned rhino, deer, different types of snakes, peacock, gorad, that is bustard, then it is hawk, kingfisher, flamingo, the snow leopard in Himalayas, and the red panda found at the same altitude are distinguished animals here. Currently, India is the only country in the world where tiger and lion are seen moving in the natural abodes. During winter, migratory birds from distant places into the watershed area of Kyola Dev National Park, Bharatpur and Nal Sarovar in Gujarat to spend winter. Sea turtles come to lay eggs along the sandy coast of Orissa. Indian python, various snakes and the king cobra are found in the southern rainforest. This is what about the wildlife diversity. These are the names of different animals and different species which are water bodies which are found in India, reptiles. Now we'll see the wildlife on extinction, which I will be continuing in my next lecture.